Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream, or back to the stream, sorry. Uh, we're just getting this game started up, and I'm going to hand it off actually to Dish Fresh to get us started with these teams.
All right, guys. So on the blue team, we have Shelby City High School from Shelby City High School, and on the red team, we have the Jimmy Talon Tonight Show. They are not sponsored by Jimmy Fallon, guys. So if you're looking to get some easy access to him, you cannot message them for his information. They don't know who he is, and they are actually from Sierra High School. And you know what? Um, this actually slipped my mind last game, but we did not take some time to just announce and a quick shout out to the sponsors that helped high school esports make this tournament possible. They provide I think they provide part of the prizes, and they also fund this tournament as well. They are our Dogecoin Ball, Shiba Mint, SoCane, and the newest sponsor, Cryptiv. He joined about 2 weeks ago. So quick shout out to those guys, and we are in the champion selection screen. Why don't you head it off now? You have all the research, you have all the information. My man Sword, take it
All
off.
right, so I'm going to take it off. So right now we're actually going to see Standard Band go for the first ban. Anar, he is pretty strong. He does turn into either ranged or melee. He has huge engage with the Gnar as well as quite a bit of CC under his belt. Now the Aatrox, a little bit of a target ban for Gucci Brick Squad. He is, if I'm not mistaken, a comfort pick for him, as well as Slash is able to play him once in a while. Kha'Zix, again, a standard pick. It's not really that targeted, but again, it's a nice jungler band to have. Zed, another nice jungler or mid lane, sorry, band to have. Banning it out from Painful Stupidity, as well as Liana gonna get banned out with. I don't think that's even a target ban. I believe that they're just banning out champs right now. A few of them, Jenna and Liana, just to kind of break what they want. So again, from the looks of the bans, it seems like on blue side, it's more kind of aggressive champs compared to the purple or the red side. Sorry, it's more passive. You wait till a certain point and then you attack. So it looks like it kind of displays both teams' playstyle. Blue side being more passive side and red side being more aggressive engage. And we can see this in the picks already. We see Quinn. Quinn, you have to kind of wait till level 6 and then you'll be okay. More like purple side, if we look, you can go straight into a team fight and you'll be a-okay.
And again, following up with what you just said, there goes the Nunu pick. It looks as though it does seem that it's going to be a Quinn top, unless they're pulling a fast one on us, and it's going to be a Quinn in the AD carry position. I kind of doubt that, but Quinn is a champion that has rarely been played. I can't say I've actually seen her played in that top lane the entirety of Season 4. So maybe Gucci Rickswan knows something that we don't know, and he's going to pull out a bit of a niche pick. This is the semifinals for the – this is actually this is the junior varsity bracket, if I believe. So, yeah, this is the semifinals for them. Jimmy Talon High School on the red team, and Jimmy Talon Tonight Show and Shelby City High School on the blue team. The winner of this match will go on to finals. And I gotta say something quickly. We kind of left our last match at a bit of a awkward point. What happened there was Nova Gaming, they didn't really show up, so they have been disqualified. So what's actually happening is the finals for the varsity league is going to be Hemden Ham Sandwich, who won by disqualification, versus Ruby and Friends. And the third place automatically goes to Top Dongers, who lost against Ruby and Friends. So that I just got just a quick recap of the varsity bracket. You know, we're back to this great game.
And yes, we are. It's a bummer that happened, but we do have to sadly enforce the rules there. And as that's going on, we see the team slowly develop into what we say. And I believe you are right. It is a quintop. Yes, that is very weird to see, but it is something that has actually existed for quite a little bit of a long time. She does have those bit of tanky stats, especially with Valor going making her from range to melee. So they will probably base this comp around being able to just wait until they hit their strong point. They do have an Oriana who is a little more passive, and they have the bot lane that looks a little passive with the side of aggression following Lucian. So we're going to have to see how exactly this plays out with the Talon just getting locked in straight away. There is nothing against it, especially since Jimmy Talon is Talon.
This is beautiful. No AD carry, guys. No AD carry.
And this is how they actually this is how they might get famous right here because Jimmy Talon is on Talon instead of an actual AD carry. We're going to have to see how this will exactly play out. I can't say I've never seen this happen because I have seen this happen, but they're going to be at quite a disadvantage. If I would have to say the disadvantage, it would be huge, 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 just because of how much, ranged versus melee. Yeah, but we're going to have to see how that works out. They do have a Ramus, so Ramus will get around the map a lot faster and will be putting ganks around a lot more compared to Nunu, who will just probably be farming the jungle a little more, as well as both mid laners. It's going to be, again, like I said, from the bans, it seems like blue side was more passive and red side was more kind of aggressive. We can see that with their picks too. Talon and Syndra going in for full ass assassination, while they do have the team fight stats with Ramus. Um, they do have the team fight stats with Lulu ult wild growth into Ramus taunting somebody, even taking out the 80 carry from that. We do have soul shackles as well that can do quite a little bit of damage. And then towards the blue side, it looks like it's pick slash, like I said, passive. They're gonna wait till they hit a certain point, which will probably be level 6 when Gucci has Valor and can roam around the map a little more. And from there, it's just going to be pick out after pick out. And then when they can do the pick outs, maybe they'll go for team fights, maybe they'll go for objectives. They do again have the poke, since they have 280 carries, they can siege a lot better than what Purple Side can, especially since they don't have any AD carries. So we're gonna have to see how exactly this plays out.
And it's really it's gonna be extra difficult for the Jimmy Talon to engage because of the amount of lockdown from this blue team. They have the Oriana with the Shockwave. Nami will be able to effectively disengage the Talon, and the Relentless Pursuit, if anything happens, should be able to get him away from it. The Black Shield, however, if it is placed correctly, should displace most of that. That will definitely be coming towards him. But again, like you said, that Talon is going to have a pretty difficult time in that laning phase. Level 6 is when we're going to be seeing him slowly start to catch up. I'm sure that he's played out the situation many times and he hasn't just gone in cold. He hasn't gone in cold. Maybe he's warmed up, maybe not. Maybe he just said, hey, let's just pull out a random champion, put him in that bottom lane against the Lucian, and try our best with that. It'll be interesting to see how they do play it out.
Yes, it will be, especially since it's going to have to be, they have to wait for that certain point, and they're going to get zoned pretty easily, I would say, in the bot lane. So it's going to be a lot less farm for Jimmy Talon, depending on how blue team plays it. They can play it exactly right since they're range, but there is the slight chance where the bot lane for red side can be played even better than blue side. So again, it's not just, oh, they're range, they're melee, the game's over.
Sword.
GG, well played.
Sword.
Yes.
Sword.
Yes.
Lane
Yes.
swap. The
Lane
answer is lane swap.
The
The
lane
answer is a
swap
lane
is
swap.
possible. The lane swap is actually possible.
Talon. They put Talon and Morgana top against that Quinn, and then they stick Lulu against Lucian and Nami. Lulu should be able to keep herself fairly healthy and should be able to farm fairly well with the picks and the Griddlands. so she shouldn't have a big problem in that bottom lane in a 2v1 situation. And then you put the Talon and Morgana in the top lane against Quinn. She's going to be zoned out so hard, and if Quinn can't stay even or get ahead, she's just not going to be a threat whatsoever.
Wait,
So
wait, wait. It could just be town lane swapping though too, going Cloud9 full strat, where they get him, the AD carry, I guess you could say in this position, ahead in the level difference and have Lulu a little bit more behind. So the assassination attempt is doubled with a Syndra and Talon, as well as the engage and also tank stats and stuff are
I'm
later on.
I'm conf I'm confused. What did you mean? Like, what did you mean? Like,
So
send Talon
the
to top
way
lane?
the
Like,
way the way it would work is instead of sending Lulu to top lane, Lulu would go bot lane with Morgana, and Talon would go top lane. So the way it worked in LCS
oh,
was what Cloud9 did as a secondary strat was they sent Sneaky to the top lane, so Sneaky would hit level 6 before anybody else. So he would usually play, I believe, Twitch because of how Rat-a-tat-tat works and how it can change team fights completely, especially with the extra range in AD. And they would send him first. He would get 6. Then they would swap it back where he would be bot lane, and uh, Balls would be top lane on Rumble, and he would be a little better off. Like he would be a little more behind, but bot lane would go more in Cloud9's favor, where it's Cloud9 excels at. But again, we'll have to see what's exactly gonna
I
happen.
would feel I don't think that's likely, mainly because of the Talon pick. Talon is fairly weak against that Quinn. At least if he had the support, then he could survive somewhat in the lane. But if he were to put it into a 1v1 situation against the Quinn, I don't think he'd be able to walk out ahead. He might be a little bit behind. Sure, he'll hit level 6 first. I'm assuming that's the main point of the strat, just to get him level 6 and not trying to get him ahead. I'm assuming that's the point of it. That could work out, but he still has to stay safe in that lane, and it all comes down to what his starting item is going to be. If he wants to go for a flask, then they could definitely put him in that top lane, soloing against the Quinn. But if he goes to something like a Doran's Blade or Longsword, then they're definitely gonna have to send the Morgana with him.
You are correct, but he's going to go with the longsword start first, and Lulu is actually going to go with the flask health bot. So you are correct. It looks like Talon and Morgana are going to head towards that top lane. And they're going to go for defensive starts, I would say, right now, from the looks of things, actually. Talon, heading towards... sorry, he's heading towards kind of defending that blue buff. Well, blue side is actually looking more for, I would say, an invade on red side's red.
Yep. Yeah, with the Nunu has such a quick clear time with the consume that he should be able to quick take it fairly quickly along with the rest of his team. And with Nami and Lucian being in that top side as well, then they expected the lane swap. There goes the
Oh,
Morgana buying. Yeah, there's the Morgana buying to spot it out. And now red team knows that it's happening. They have a ward there, so if they do try and go for it, then the Nunu will be spotted out by anyone from the red team. The Orianna is using the command attack to just zone them out as best as she can.
yeah, and red team is taking a little low from that level 1 fight, so they're going to have to go back. One thing I want to point out, Nunu didn't start health pots. He started machete to sight stones. So he put a sight stone in a great spot, being able to spot out possibly the lane swap, and also spotting out where Rammus will go from his red buff. Now that will tell if he's going to go top lane first, if he's going to go bot lane first. So great idea.
This is sneaky. This is sneaky. Talon and Morgana. They're lying in wait for the Nami to show herself after helping Nunu take this red buff. Oh no, they just back straight off. So yeah, again, like you said before, Nunu starting with the 2 sight wards or vision wards. Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys, but him starting the green wards, it's gonna allow him to help his team spot out the lane swap, and it seems as though that red team, they kind of outplayed themselves. They were headed towards that top lane, but after that, they expected Lucian to go to the top lane, and it's again.
While you're speaking of top lane, actually, right now, Rammus is on top there with Lulu, and they tried to actually go for a gank that was a little unsuccessful.
Yeah, he's only level 2. He has the power ball, and he has the defensive barcall. He had no taunt to lock down that Quinn. He needed to be at least level 3 if he wanted to make that happen. Jimmy Talon, he's taking a lot of poke already. He's drank down 2 of his health pots already.
And again, it's what happens when a melee goes against a ranged. It's going to be a little harder for them, and the bubble.
There's the Aqua Breathing straight onto him. Relentless Pursuit and Piercing Light though go down. The Ebb and Flow will push him out of lane. He's gonna have to drink his last health pot. One more Aqua Prism like that, and Jimmy Talon will fall. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, it looks like the Legend Gambit has taken quite a bit of damage as well. Rammus, he is looking to gank that bottom lane. Here comes the Powerball. They're going onto him. Morgana with no binding just yet. Either doesn't catch out the Nami. And Lucian should be able to get away with a Relentless Pursuit. Rammus is still level 2. He needs to hit level 3 now. A nice double Aqua Prison. Nice double Aqua Prison. So much damage going on to him. Quinn with the vault underneath the tower. He flashes up the Glitter Lance, but unfortunately, no auto attack to come out and secure the kill. And Lulu will take first blood against Quinn in the top lane.
Yeah, and ooh, the bubble is so close connecting to bot, but looking back towards top, Quinn did, yes, have the edge. Lulu saved just enough mana for the polymorph, just in case that happened, though. So very smart play by Lulu, knowing that Quinn could possibly go for the dive, since she was ahead in health bar-ish items. So yes, Lulu is behind in farm, but she is playing it as safe and as smart as she possibly can. And Nunu actually going for counter jungling right now.
Yeah, he's taken away the Wraith camp. Rammus was a little bit too late, unfortunately. Nunu does clear it up, and Rammus, he's just not having luck in that top lane. Meanwhile, Lulu, she's in a bad position. She's solo. She hasn't gone back yet. Nunu is coming there for the gank. She's trying to back underneath that tower. They have vision of her. Nunu will take the tower hit. The polymorph not coming out. She's too low. She knows the bird misses onto Quinn. She's so low as well now. The sidestep from Lulu keeping her alive, but now Nunu, she's diving under the tower. The snowball will secure the kill, but he dies as well. I don't think that was worth it.
It wasn't actually, because of the fact that Rammus can now catch up into the jungle. He was behind, but now he could possibly get back ahead. He is a level behind right now. He is not really behind in items, I would say, though. But it looks like a 3-man gank. Oh no, the lane swap actually happening, and Rammus is there for a gank already.
Yeah, Jimmy Talon jump into a minion, and now the vault's going backwards. He's gonna fall. This kill's going over to Jimmy Talon. He's finally level 4 right now. No lane swap. They're not trying to answer either. So they're putting Jimmy Talon and Morgana back in that top lane like they initially wanted to. The back is coming out from Nami, so she might actually go to the top lane to help Quinn and leave Lucian in a 1v1 situation against the Lulu. And I just spit all over my keyboard.
Well, this is a very good idea by Nami. Again, like I said, get that AD carry going, get him the solo XP, get him the farm. And if you look, he does have 42 farm to Jimmy Talon's 23. So Jimmy Talon is a little behind. As well as we look at mid lane, we haven't looked at mid lane a lot, but look at that farm difference. Orianna putting the pain onto Syndra, 53 farm to 26. Syndra's barely surviving out there on her own, and it seems as if Rammus being low in level is actually hurting red side a little bit too much.
Jimmy Fallon plays this game. I would watch that stream. I would watch that. There's the shockwave in the mid lane. The ignite is onto Syndra. He's level 6, but nothing happens. Meanwhile, in the top lane, here comes Rammus with the gank. The attack binding onto Quinn. She will fall, but Morgana's taking so much damage. She's forced to flash away. There goes the jump by Talon. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the mana, and Nami will be able to get away. Sorry I cut you off right there, but a lot of action going down. Nunu coming around to the bottom lane. He's looking to pick something up, but he's going to have to back away. Pink's going down onto Dragon. They know Rammus is in the top lane, but Nunu is only level 5 right now. I don't think he'll be able to solo that Dragon.
Once he hits level 6, he will be able to solo the Dragon, actually. Because of the fact that Nunu does have Consume, he will gain some health back, as well as the fact that Absolute Zero does do quite a bit of damage early on, but Nunu will need his smite up for this. So for now, he's not going to go for that Dragon. He's going to let his lanes keep dominating themselves, while red side is not exactly struggling, but they're trying their best to kind of answer to these kills, and their answer right now is actually farming up. Again, like I said, when it looked like people were getting banned out on both sides, blue team looked more passive, and we can see that. Look at their farm game. Their farm game is incredible right now, beating their opponent's 40 farm, more than 40 right now, like almost 50, and that's huge for the enemy team, or for them right now, sorry, not the enemy team. And what they have to do is they have to just keep up the...
Seems as though he did disconnect again, so I will take over. Looks like Rammus and Syndra, now Lulu, they're trying to take this Dragon. Nunu is on the backside. Maybe he's hoping to flash. He's got a powerball over the wall. He's trying to get away. Here comes the flash from Nunu. He's going to catch out the Rammus and double buffs onto Lucian. There's the shockwave and flash by Orianna, locking down the kill onto Syndra. Now at back Renekton, he has to get away. The culling comes out from Lucian. He will not be able to take it away. But Orianna with a double kill. Meanwhile, Morgana, she did try to help her team with the roam, but that left Talon alone in that top lane in a 2v1 situation. He had to get out, and this entire game has switched to the side of blue team. There it is, he jumps straight in onto Nami. He doesn't have his ultimate up. Morgana uses her own ultimate, but the kill onto Quinn. The soul chains will take a kill onto Quinn, I mean. But now Nami, she needs to escape. The dark binding should come out. It does connect. The tormented soul is on Nami, but Good Plan just doesn't have the damage to secure the kill. Nami will be able to go back, and now blue team, they have the advantage. They're up 1 kill, they're up a Dragon, and they're also up 3,000 gold. Here comes the teleport from Lulu. They expected Lucian to go to the top lane, and now they're swapping back again. They desperately want this 2v1 situation, but it's not really working out for them. Talon, he's only 1-1 and 2. Lucian, he's so farmed right now. He has 75 farm, a BF sword, and a pickaxe. Talon desperately needs some kills, or he needs farm. He's only gotten 20 in the past 5 minutes. Past 3 minutes. I mean, he goes in onto the Quinn. He's trying to pick up the kill, and there's the rake to secure it. There's the culling coming out, and the overgrowth. He's trying to stay alive, but Lucian with the double buffs is just too much for him, and Lulu falls as well.
Yes.
Welcome back, Sword.
Thank you.
There's the shockwave onto the Syndra. Ignite is on him, and the command attack will allow him to take the kill. Actually, no, that was actually the auto attack that took the kill.
Man, my eyes, I just come back and I just see like a giant wave hit Syndra. And again, it's the power of Orianna. Look at her. She's 401 with 103 farm. 76, or not even, 70 farm ahead of Syndra. Like, holy dramoly. This Orianna is keeping right now blue side in the game. And if we also look, Lucian is doing quite well. You do not want to fight an Orianna Rams. That is very bad. And out back, Renekton barely dodging the bubble there.
There it is, like one combo, Relentless Pursuit into Piercing Light, puts him down to underneath half health. He's just doing so much damage. Here comes the roam from Syndra, no stun for him right there. Lucian is just going to be able to walk away, and this Shelby city is looking really good right now.
And actually looking at it, I'm going to pull out the how much gold each champion has, and looking at the two, I would say the AD carry, the main AD carry Lucian, And Orianna, the mid laner, they have about 5k gold each. Now, if we compare to that to the mid laner on red side and the mid lane or the AD carry on red side, Talon has 4k gold. He's 1k gold totally behind Lucian, which isn't too bad. Let's be honest here. He is a melee against a range, so somehow he made it work, which is very impressive, I must say. But right now, looking at
here comes the rake onto Quinn. He is blinded, so nothing will happen right there. He does have his ultimate up, but he doesn't want to chase this. He's at half ult already. Quinn is a formidable opponent for him, despite being 1-5-1. He needs to be careful. Lulu back in that top lane, but Lucian, he's being really aggressive, using the relentless pursuit. And you know, it's actually it's kind of interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting to see Lucian use relentless pursuit to get away, because isn't pursuit usually to chase?
It is, but you know, it depends on what you're pursuing. He could be pursuing his job to be a baker, for all we know.
No, it's Pantheon.
Well, you know, he could be an assistant. He could be. Do you know what? Maybe he's just pursuing to go back to base and buy items. And actually, right now we're gonna see a pause go down. Apparently, lag is happening for Lulu, so we're gonna wait for that problem to resolve. But while that's happening, we get time to talk about the game and the champs and all that other fun stuff.
Oh, yeah, right now, it really doesn't look too good for this Jimmy Talent Tonight show. Almost all the lanes are so far behind. Lulu is making it work for herself. She hasn't died too much compared to that Quinn, but she really can't solo carry a game when she's 2-3-0.
And the thing that I must point out is it's not because they're of that. I would say that they're so, like, they're not that far behind. They're 5k gold behind, 4.8k gold behind, a tower less down compared to blue side. But the major kink that's wrong right now with the red side is their Syndra. Their Syndra is so behind. Again, like I pointed out, 3k gold behind Orianna. And that's, if we look right now, that's a complete item, complete boots, and almost a second item. And that is huge. If they go into a team fight, red side will lose just because of the fact that Syndra is not the she can't assassinate somebody right now with how she is. And that is a huge part of red side's comp. They did run the double assassination where they can take out 2 champions at once, sorry. But right now it looks like that's not going to be able to happen. And if Orianna can get a good shockwave, it's going to be a done team fight for red side.
She's so powerful right now. The blasting wand, I'm not too sure what she's going to be building that into. A void staff this early would just completely destroy any chances of Jimmy Talent Tonight show, any chances of the Sierra High School team wow, I'm trying to say, the Void Staff will crush any hopes of Sierra High School fighting. There we go.
There you go, and you are correct. Now, thinking about it, you are correct. It is a little too early to build into a Void Staff, but you also have to remember that builds into Rabadon's Death Cap as well as Rylai's Crystal Scepter. So she could be going with the Rylai's for the more tanky sets, which I would say is highly unlikely. Same with Void Staff, just because, yes, it gives a lot of AP, but at the same time, that's for more Magic Pen, and there's not really that much Magic Pen. And Rabadon's I would say be the better bet, just because it gives so much more AP, and that's what Orianna wants right now. There's no magic resist on the side of red side, and you know, once she hits that Rabadon, that's going to be huge. She will have so much more AP, around, I would say, 250 AP. She's going to be able to just decimate people. She won't even need Shockwave to decimate people. She'll just need her combo QW, and they'll be down to half health right there.
Lucian in that top lane. He's doing his best to push it out. Nunu, he tried to go for the enemy blue buff, but he has been caught out by the Talon, and he's going to fall. Oh, that kill going on over to Morgana. And she's definitely not happy about that. Now Orianna has been caught out. She has to flash away, but here comes the taunt. The shockwave going in onto the Syndra. The exhaust is onto Orianna. She's trying to use the command attack to scout out a kill onto Syndra, but it's not enough, and she falls as well.
And
getting caught out now. That's exactly what you were saying. No, you were saying that's what they need.
Exactly, and shutting down that Orianna, yes, it didn't go down to Syndra, but it went to Morgana, which is interesting because I believe they're going to start building Morgana into more AP-ish instead of more kind of protect the other teammates, maybe with an Aegis or some sort of AD item that will benefit everybody. She's going to go more AP, take over the role of Syndra, and possibly bring the team back into the game. She is 4-0-1. She doesn't have that much farm because she is the support, but Morgana's AP ratios, I would say, are a lot better in the sense of than Nami's. So going into full AP can work out very well for a good plan if he decides to go with that plan. But again, we're going to have to see. We see Outback Redectin actually taking down the top tower while fight for Dragon might go down while it's in
Talon has been caught out. He's gonna use his ultimate to try and get away. The culling is up for no, it's not up for him. But now Morgana has been caught out. There it is. The ultimate from Quinn will be able to secure that kill. The Dark Binding taking her down as well. But now, oh my god, Rammus is going in 1v3. The culling finally up for the Lucian. Unfortunately, he will not be able to take that kill.
Yes, and now blue side has the right kind of way to get into this dragon pit. They're not going to have any contest. Syndra might go and check, but I don't think that's a good idea from Syndra, especially since the whole blue side is heading to, or blue team, sorry, is heading towards them. Lulu able to pick up the constellation prize of top lane tower, however, though. But the nice disengage from Syndra, able to get blue team to stop chasing her, and she's going to be able to get out safely.
We're pushing down this mid lane, and it's gonna be a 4v4. Quinn is in the top lane along with Lulu. She needs to get there. Shoot a beautiful shockwave blowing up red team, and there goes the tidal wave, knocking up knocking up Syndra and Rammus. I gotta say, just a beautiful shockwave, completely tearing apart the Syndra and Morgana. Unfortunately, only the Morgana did fall.
The thing was, the bubble into that as well. The bubble to get them to not be able to escape. And then the shockwave. Again, like it's a beautiful shockwave. Yes, it only killed one, but it was able to get the rest low so that blue team could siege down the second tier tower. And now they might go for an inhib tower possibly right now. They do have the health, but they do not have the mana as well as the Orianna shockwave. So I feel like they should back out while they are backing out. You know, they got to go back in my
They desperately need something to put some gold in their pocket. The Talon has been CSing fairly well, jumping in onto the Nunu. But there's just so much damage to come out. The snowball coming out from Nunu, gonna put some damage onto him. Syndra, she needs to get some CS. She desperately needs CS at this point. She's down 80 CS compared to this Orianna. And as you saw in that previous fight in that near that mid lane tower, the single shockwave taking down Morgana and Syndra to under half health alone.
Yes, again,
if that hits any more members, then it's definitely an easy team fight for Sierra High School, Shelby City High School.
Yeah, so I got another pause going down for red side, and talking about this actually right now, I did bring up that once she gets that Rabadon's, there's going to be people dropping to half health with just a combo, but we saw just a shockwave bring down multiple people to half health. So imagine a shockwave with even more damage behind it. That's going to be kills going down with just a shockwave, which is very interesting because we see how far Orianna is snowballing into effect. Yes, they were able to get that one shutdown, but red team hasn't really been able to find their way back into this game, I would say. Yes, they are slowly closing the gap, but I find they're not closing the gap fast enough. If they wait any longer, play more passive, try to farm and not go for any picks, maybe objectives, try to outroam the enemy team, then they're going to end up getting outroamed. They're going to end up getting out team fight because, again, it's an Orianna they're dealing with. Orianna that's 4-1-2, that's almost 100 farm past your mid laner. And once that happens, it's going to be GG right there. Like, it's going to be close to impossible to get back from that, especially if an Orianna is that far ahead. People talk about all the time how Orianna shockwaves can change fights. Imagine an Orianna shockwave when she's ahead of an entire team by 2.5k gold. I don't think that will change fights. I believe those will win fights themselves.
The saving grace for Jimmy Talon tonight's show is that Talon. He is somewhat even right now, and he's farming up a Last Whisper by the looks of it. It looks like a Last Whisper. It could easily turn into a Hydra as well. And it's really unfortunate for them as well. It's really unfortunate for this Jimmy Talon team because all of the kills are on Morgana. She's 5-2-1. And that's not the person that they want on. They desperately needed those onto either Jimmy Talon or Outback Renekton. They had the best chances of winning team fights for them. They ultimate onto Bystander onto Nunu will pick up a kill. Soul Shackles is gonna lock down Quinn, and that's a second kill. But they're not gonna secure the kill. No, he escaped. Oh no, he doesn't. I'm sorry, guys. I thought he escaped, but the shockwave and the auto attack is gonna pick up a double kill onto Orianna. Talon, meanwhile, in the top lane, is doing some work onto that tower. He gives his team some gold, and now Nami, she's going to be caught out. She needs to be careful. The rake comes out and the jump in. Orianna will be there to help his teammate. There's the command protect, command attack doing so much damage. One more distance will pick up the kill. He uses the ultimate. He's sidestepping everyone, but he's in a bad position. He's going to possibly die to the tower. There it is.
Yes, he will. And the kill will go to Nami, but while that's happening, Lucian is pushing out that bot lane. Not Morgana not being able to handle the Lucian, the relentless pursuit to dodge the snare, and Lucian being able to pick up quite a bit for his team. Actually, they're creating so much pressure bot lane where Talon wasn't able to get any help towards him. Yes, he was too deep, sorry, in that top lane pushing tower, but at the same time, his teammates possibly could have reached him. But again, the pressure created by Lucian, he was also pushing towards that bot lane, towards an inhibitor tower, actually. And if they lost that, that would have been bad. Back to next, getting caught out, and he's going to get taken down by Lucian.
They tried to put down some vision coverage, but it's just not enough. They're trying their best. They're doing what they need to do. They're trying to catch someone out, and they're trying to get some vision coverage so they themselves don't get caught out. But this blue team right now, they're just roaming together, avoiding they're trying to prevent anyone from being caught out, and then they themselves are getting the catch. They themselves are getting the picks. Really good.
Whoa,
nice shockwave onto Orianna. There goes Jimmy Talon, really ham. He does pick up one kill, but he falls after that to the Orianna. Lucian, he popped his culling, so he won't have that up, but they're going to be making quick work of that inhibitor tower, and now the bottom lane inhibitor. That's going to fall as well. In a 1v1 situation, they're going to lose. Remus, he's looking to pick up someone. Syndra stun doesn't hit anyone. Morgana, the Dark Binding, it does hit the Orianna, but there goes the tidal wave. Soul Shackles only onto Nunu, but he gets a fully channeled absolute zero. Lucian, on the other hand, here he's doing so much work. Here comes the teleport from the Quinn. No stun coming out. He's gonna flash and use his ultimate for a double kill onto himself. Jimmy Talon is back alive now. He's gonna flash, jumping in straight on to the Lucian and Nami. He doesn't pick up a kill. Triple kill onto the Quinn. They're taking down this inhibitor. They can continue pushing possibly. No, they can't actually.
No, they cannot.
They cannot.
They are very low, and the timers are more in favor of red side, I would say. By the time they do reach those Nexus towers, all of red side will be back up. But great job. Nice teleport actually by Gucci, being able to set up a triple kill for himself from the whole red side being very low. That team fight actually could have gone either way. Quinn didn't teleport in. It would have been red side being able to pick up a huge, heavily favored fight. And, you know, again, Quinn just being able to get up at the right time, using her teleport in Valor, to me, to be able to pick up a nice execute double, and then finally a triple kill onto Jimmy Talon. So again, these teams just amaze me. It's impressive of how much Orianna is so ahead right now. If we look, it looks like she's going to go for that Void Staff now. She is a complete 2 items almost ahead of Syndra. So from that, it looks like blue team's going to push their advantage even more and go for a Baron.
There we go. They're gonna easily take this away. No vision coverage whatsoever to spot it out from happening. And by the time they realize it's happened, it's going to be too late. They're going to be pushing down this mid lane. Quinn's actually going back. And I'm not too sure why. She's sitting on 2,000 gold. That's probably why. She's going to finish that Blade of the Ruined King. And Youmuu's and Blade of the Ruined King are they're such a huge power spike for any AD carry or any ranged champion, I gotta say. So much damage, so much mid-game and dueling potential from those 2 items alone. They did show themselves in that mid lane, so this red team, they know that they have a Baroned up blue team to deal with. They're going to be taking that Baron fairly quickly. Quinn has rejoined her team. Orianna just trying to zone out the Morgana from putting down any wards. Bottom lane has a pretty large minion wave to push for them, and now they're pushing down this mid lane to try and take it out.
And they're doing the right idea right here. They're pushing down mid lane while bot lane super minions are pushing out themselves. So there's going to have to be somebody from red side to deal with that, and that's going to be Rammus, their main peeler with that taunt. So, oh, actually, no, they're going to let super minions push.
He jumps in!
Dangerous.
Jimmy Talon jumps in! He's immediately taking out Orianna, and now this entire team fight could completely turn around. Orianna for Lulu, that was definitely worth it for red team. But unfortunately, they left the bottom lane super minion wave alone, and it did take out one of their Nexus towers.
Well, that's
and now the rest of the blue team.
They're just gonna push in on this inhib tower a little bit more, and red team's gonna
Jimmy
go
Talon jumping in again, but this time he gets blown up by the Lucian. Morgana's able to pick up a kill onto Quinn, a double kill onto Morgana. Nami, she's in no man's land. She's left alone. And Absolute Zero being channeled by Nunu. This entire team fight has been turned around by the lack of Orianna. Nami has been caught out. She's gonna fall. Syndra was so close to dying to Nami's auto attacks.
And again, remember how I talked about their team fights can go either way in this. And we saw once Orianna got deleted, she didn't get a shockwave that she really wanted to get. She used the shockwave to try to pick up somebody. Yes, she picked up Lulu. Like you said, not worth it though. So we saw her go down, and then another team fight erupted from taking down the inhibitor tower, and again, completely in red side's favor. So these team fights, even though Orianna is so ahead, Orianna is their whole gold investment right now for blue side. Other than that, it is pretty even. Once Orianna gets deleted or destroyed, however you want to say it, Arrivederci, she is gone. She is the main bronze, especially with the shockwave. And she is where the investment is.
Oh my god, Jimmy Talon being so aggressive! Yeah, he's going to fall right there. And like, sorry I cut you off right there. I'm so surprised at what just happened. Now Quinn casting out the Syndra, double kill onto Lucian. Morgana, she's still not with her team. They're going to back away. They're going to take down this mid lane inhibitor tower. They're going to rotate to that bottom lane inhibitor tower. And with this minion wave slowly making their way towards the enemy base, Rammus has been caught out. He is going to fall to the Quinn. This game might be over already. They're going in. There's only one Nexus tower to defend against that Nexus. Now, Lulu has been caught out. Jimmy Talon will be up in about 2 seconds. Morgana with the Soul Shackles and the Zanya trying to catch out Orianna. The flash from Jimmy Talon. He's going to fall now to the Nunu. Nunu should be able to tank this tower for his team. No stun to hit any key targets. Lucian using the other suit straight in onto Syndra. She's at half health already. Morgana now trying to get someone out. Black Shield is onto herself, but it's not going to help her whatsoever. Nunu, there it is. The Powerball from Rammus, catching out Lucian, and then the Quinn, she uses the ball onto Syndra. She's gonna fall to the Lucian. Now Rammus is in a bad position. Snowball putting it out. Double kill onto Lucian. Lucian with the auto attack. Zhonya's from Lulu to try to keep herself alive. Absolute Zero being channeled. It's gonna be fully channeled. In this game, it's still not ending, people. Now the second Nexus tower has finally fallen. They're working on that Nexus. Jamie Talon jumping in, picking up a kill. Onto Quinn, Snowball locking him down. Piercing Light taking that kill. Good plan. Gets locked up by the Aqua Prison. Another double kill onto the Lucian. Hopefully, this game is ending. It's not ending, guys. Okay, there it is. It's ending.
And GG well played. The Survivor actually going down, as well as the Nexus kill. And wow, just the fact that I have to say, it could have gone either way at that point. When they got that team fight they really wanted, Red Side had the chance, but then Jimmy Talon was, I don't know what was going through Jimmy Talon's head there, but he went up for an assassination kill, but instead he ran into the entire blue squad. So from that, I would say GG well played. They did fight very valiantly on both sides. And again, this is why Melee champs do not play AD carry, because of the fact that they do get outranged and they will get behind very early, very fast. And that wasn't even the star point in this game. The star point in this game was Orianna, 224 gold, or farm, sorry, not gold, 224 farm compared to 84 farm on Orianna. That is a whole whopping 140 CS ahead. And if we look, she has 13.1k gold, almost the most gold on her team. If you compare that to Syndra right there, that is 6.6k gold. She was almost half of Orianna's gold. That is quite incredible.
All right then, really great analysis from you. And meanwhile, we're going to be taking a quick break as we wait for both of the next teams to get themselves ready. Please stay tuned. We shall return. The stream will go off. I've been informed the stream will go off, but don't worry, it will come back on shortly. We shall return. Hope you guys stay tuned.